It was a quiet Friday evening when my phone buzzed with a dozen notifications all at once. Friends, co-workers, even my cousin, everyone seemed to be sending me the same link. Confused, I opened one of them, and my heart stopped for a moment. It was my girlfriend, Anna, live on Instagram. At first, I thought it was just another one of her spontaneous Q&A sessions. She'd always been outgoing, confident, and talkative online. But the title of her live stream made my stomach tighten. "I have something important to say about us." I sat frozen for a few seconds before finally clicking in. Thousands of viewers were watching. Anna sat in her living room, eyes bright but tense. "Hey everyone," she said, forcing a small smile. "So, a lot of you have been asking about my relationship with Mark. And, well, I think it's time to be honest." My name in her mouth felt heavy, especially with so many strangers watching. I leaned back on the couch, unsure whether to keep watching or call her right away. My heart pounded as she continued. "Mark is a great person. But lately, I've realized I need to focus on myself more, on my goals, my peace." There was a long pause. She looked down, playing with her bracelet, the one I had given her for her birthday. "This isn't easy," she added softly. "But I hope he understands. I'm doing this because I need to be real with myself and with all of you." For a few seconds, I couldn't breathe. It wasn't anger that filled me, it was sadness. Not because she was speaking about ending things, but because she was doing it publicly, surrounded by people who knew nothing about us. I closed the app. I didn't want to hear the comments, the reactions, the endless speculation. Instead, I sat quietly, thinking about everything we had shared, late-night walks, small talks about the future, and how she'd once said she loved how calm I made her feel. Somewhere along the way, that peace must have turned into distance. An hour later, my phone rang. It was Anna. Her voice trembled when she spoke. "I didn't mean to hurt you," she said immediately. "It just came out wrong. I was overwhelmed and thought going live would make me brave." I stayed silent for a moment, then said, "You didn't have to be brave for anyone but me." My voice cracked a little, but I meant it. If something wasn't working, we could have talked, just the two of us. We didn't need an audience. She began to cry quietly on the other end. "I know," she whispered. "I think I got lost in trying to prove something, not to you, but to myself." There was no anger left in me, only understanding. We talked for a long time that night, about fear, pressure, and how easily social media can twist real feelings into performances. By the end of it, we both agreed to take some time apart, not as punishment, but as space to breathe. Days later, she posted a short note. "Sometimes we make mistakes trying to be strong in front of others. Real strength comes from honesty and humility." I didn't comment, but I smiled when I saw it. Months passed. We didn't get back together, but we stayed in touch, quietly, respectfully. And though that night hurt, I learned something important. Sometimes people lose themselves trying to show strength to the world, when all they really need is gentleness from the one person who knows their heart. Now, whenever I see someone go live, I think of Anna, and how that moment, painful as it was, taught us both the value of privacy, forgiveness, and truth spoken softly, not publicly.